In today's video, I'm going to show you a super cool feature in Microsoft Excel, which is using an agent in Excel to create and analyze Excel spreadsheets for you. What you can see in front of you is something I created in a couple of minutes just before turning on my recording. And I wanted to show you guys how to use agents in Excel because this is super, super powerful. I do want to let you know to actually access the feature, you do need a paid version of Microsoft 365. I'm using the Microsoft 365 Home Edition and I'm using it on the web. So this works on both PC and on Mac because I'm just using it through the web. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new tab and then head over to excel.cloud.microsoft. And I'm going to create a brand new workbook by creating from a blank workbook. Depending on the version of Excel you have and the subscription you have, you may or may not have this feature on the desktop right now. Cool. So you can see that we are in Excel. And what I'm going to do is in the top right hand corner, I'm going to select on my Copilot icon. This is going to launch Copilot over here. And then I'm going to scroll down to this little tool section and I'm going to turn on agent mode. As it says here, agent mode allows direct edit to your workbook. So let's turn this on. It'll take a second or so to load. Then you're going to describe what you want the agent to create or edit. I'm going to say I'm going to ask it to create a simple weekly timesheet for 5 employees to track their hours, highlight when someone has worked over an 8-hour shift so we know to pay them overtime, also create some graphs to make it easy to understand this data. Then I'm going to select on Go. You'll see here Copilot is going to start loading. If you want to cancel this so you can add more to your prompt, simply go X on exit agent mode or stop. But you'll see here Copilot is working away and thinking. I'm also just going to zoom out so we can see this spreadsheet be built. You'll see here, it will also tell us the steps and the reasoning from Copilot. If I drop down on the step 1, it's going to tell me, let me fix an issue with merged cells as it starts creating this. My hands are here. I'm not typing. Copilot is just creating this template from the prompts that we've given it. Depending on how big your prompt is and how elaborate the ask is, it may take a bit more time, but we can keep adding to it. You see here, it's going to walk us through step 1. Now it's going to move to step 2 and step 3. It's adding the visuals in here for us. If I scroll down on the page, you'll see it's adding things like daily trends, hours by employee. We can see their daily hours, their weekly totals, and it keeps adding more to it. So I'm going to zoom out even further so we can keep tracking this spreadsheet. Now it says the timesheet is complete. Let me add one final touch to make it even more polished. And it's made it really easily. So you can see here we have our core data here. And because I asked it to add a bit of analysis to this and graphs to make it easier, it's added quite a bit of graphs as well. What I want to add here, so it's just given us the day and the hour, but I also want to add in something where I can possibly track the amount of hours when they clock in and clock out. So I'll go ahead and ask it to add that now. I'm just going to say add an area where I can log when an employee clocks in and clocks out of their shifts and connect it to the weekly employee timesheet. So you can see here that we've gone ahead and we've asked it to create the simple timesheet, which it did quite easily and quickly. It's also given us some details. So it even has some analysis here and easy visualizations as we asked it to do. And now it's going to go ahead and continue working on the prompt that we've just given it to add more information and editable fields. So one thing that might be a little bit confusing here is that you can see Excel was working and it's building things out, but some of that data wasn't showing properly. And that's because it's actually hidden some of it behind some of the earlier graphs that we asked it to create. So if I grab, for example, the weekly total hours, you actually see here it was hidden behind there. So as great as this is, I do want to let you know that it does require a little bit of manual intervention to unlock all of that information, but that's totally fine because what I've asked for is here where it gives us the person when they clocked in and clocked out. And of course, the information is all still there. What I'm going to ask it to do now is tidy up the sheet so it is easier to understand and see all the information and the graphs. And the cool thing is that these are all connected. So you see here, it's not just a dump of data, but if I go ahead and adjust some of these hours, say I move this to 1 a.m., it will adjust the overtime required. And this was for Alice Johnson, so it should and if it's not, so this is for Monday, we'll see here how this says overtime required hours worked 16. We'll also ask it to connect this employee time clock to the timesheet to make sure that whatever is on here is reflected in all of the other timesheets as well. Cool, but we will have to do that once it has finished just adjusting and tidying up the graph. So as you can see here, what we've changed is Alice Johnson. Her overtime is yes for Monday, but it's not reflecting up the top. So what I want to do now is use the employee time log as the key indicator, and I'll say make sure all data is reflecting from the employee time log clock in and clock out. So that should make sure that all the data that is here when an employee logs in and out is connected up to their timesheet and all the other graphs as well. Cool, you can see all the information is now connected. It shows you the formulas that it's used to connect everything. And if I go ahead and I adjust Alice's time to say 2 a.m., it all is now connected as I adjust and change those. And Monday time here changes. Let's change it again to say 5 a.m. You see it's now 12 hours and it is reflected over here as well. So it's super cool, and you just got to make sure that you tell Copilot what you want really specifically, and it can do it for you. The last thing I'm going to ask is to analyze the data and provide me some key insights into the information. This will go ahead and actually use Copilot's reasoning to understand, look at the data and see if there's anything that really stands out. Maybe it could be an employee that has done a whole bunch of overtime. Maybe it's someone that is doing under, but it will essentially analyze the data and it will look for key insights to give back to me about this information. Again, you can see all the steps that it's taking. It's analyzing the data. It's going to create a comprehensive insight section based on the formulas directly in this page. The cool thing as well is that it fixes any issues that it creates. So it not only creates the data, it also troubleshoots it as well. But again, just make sure that as you're building this out, if you have created things like graphs, make sure you look underneath them for any information that may be hidden, because they do get layered on top. So I'm just going to move these over to the side so you can see this building out the key insights and analytics. And let's go ahead and zoom in as it is working on this to check out our data. So you can see here from the top, we have our employee timesheet that has everyone here, and it's highlighted when people have gone overtime. Shows their daily totals and their daily averages. We have a clock in to know when people log in and log out, and we can drop this down. It's even got a drop down menu, so we can go ahead and change what day they have started. On the right hand side, it shows us the auto calculated logs from the information and how the data is connected, and it basically just tells you where it's pulling the data from. And it's got an overtime analysis as well, and a summary of all the hours worked by each employee. As we scroll down a bit more, you'll see here it actually tells us in really small font how to use the data flow. So it's made sure that, you just need to read this once or twice. So it's made it super small. And then you have the visual analytics. So it's got an overall summary of the information, key insights and analytical performance of weekly hours, their overtime shifts, their average days, and then even things like their day of week analysis, looking at each day. Underneath here, it also points out some key findings and recommendations. It's still building that out. And of course, I'm going to zoom out just to move our table or our graph to the side. But you can see we have built this with a couple of prompts and really a few minutes. It now gives us some key findings and observations and recommendations as well, talking about the top performer who's done the most amount of hours. It adds GIFs and to images or icons, I should say. It talks about the workload distribution, what was the busiest and the lightest day, and then of course some recommendations. So maybe a high priority is getting additional staff, because there was 8 overtime shifts that could indicate understaffing. There is possibly a work imbalance with distribution gaps, but it's really, really cool. And look, monitor Emma Brown, who's done 4 overtime shifts. So you want to check out for the risk of burnout. So this is super cool because you can now ask Copilot using the agent mode. This is super cool because you can now ask Copilot in Excel using agent mode to create something that you're after. Or if you've already got the data there, you could just ask it to analyze and give you key insights as it's done here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you want to see more of my Excel content, check out my course that I'll link as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.